The weight of silence. Hey, Jamie, it's me again. Just checking in. I'll try to keep this short, but you know how I get. I missed you at the last game. Ryan's hands are like bricks, man. Coach actually asked him if he needed glasses. Like, seriously questioned his depth perception. He's fast as hell, sure, but the guy can't catch to save his life. Watching him fumble made me so mad I almost slipped up and said that word again. You know the one. The one you always told me not to use. I don't say it anymore, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. I made that decision back when, well, you know, back when everything happened. I think I left a lot of things behind that day. Sorry, allergies. You know how it is. Got me thinking about the first time we met, back in 5th grade. It was September, and I was out front of the school shooting hoops by myself. You walked up and handed me this yellow flower. A chrysanthemum, you said. You told me it meant happiness and friendship. I rolled my eyes and said it meant you were I don't even know. I didn't have the words back then, but I probably would have said something stupid if I did. That was pretty much us for a while, huh? Until you joined the team freshman year. After that, though, we were good. I mean, you were just one of the guys. I thought of you as a friend, even if I was a jerk to you sometimes for no reason. It's just a game, right? But it's more than that, too. Remember that pass I threw during the game against Harrison High? It had been raining all day, and the field was a swamp. You couldn't even tell what color anyone's cleats were. It was a home game, tied up, and it all came down to the last play in overtime. Everyone was exhausted. Even the crowd sounded tired, but they were still screaming their lungs out for us. Sarah was holding up that huge sign. I don't remember what it said, but I remember seeing it and feeling like we had something to fight for. But I messed up that pass. As soon as it left my hands, I knew. I could blame the rain, but honestly, I think I just got cocky. I remember watching that ball spiral in slow motion, knowing it was way off target and you'd never catch it. I thought I'd lost the game for us. And then you crazy idiot, you ran for it. Like you didn't even doubt me. Didn't doubt my terrible throw. You just went for it because we had a game to win. And we did. You caught that awful pass and ran it down the field. I watched you dodge Harrison's defense, sliding through the mud like it was nothing. Before anyone could even react, you were in the end zone. When the crowd erupted and we all ran to tackle you in celebration, I hope you felt what I did. I hope you felt like you were on top of the world. I hope you felt invincible. You were grinning so wide, I bet they could see it from the moon. Yeah, that was a good night. But good things don't last, do they? You'd know that better than anyone. I don't even remember where the rumor started. Funny how that works, isn't it? We all just kind of went along with it. And you laughed with us. Of course you did. You didn't want to make it a big deal. It should have stopped there. I should have stopped it there. When people outside the team started talking, I should have said something. I dream about it sometimes. That moment in the cafeteria. I think you tapped Kyle on the shoulder, just trying to get him to scoot over. And he yelled at you, said those things in front of everyone. I don't think Kyle meant to say it so loud. Or maybe he did. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? People started laughing and, God, you looked scared, hurt, angry. You just stood there with your tray, frozen, like there was this spotlight on you. Your knuckles were white, gripping that tray so hard. I don't know what was going through your head, but you looked just like you did back in 5th grade when I knocked that flower out of your hand. In my dream, I always get up. I scream at them, the whole crowd. I say, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Or sometimes I just grab your shoulder and we leave together. Once, I dreamed I punched Kyle in the face and told him to shut up. I wish I had done any of those things. I wish I had known back then. I could have, if I'd just taken a second to think, but I didn't. I just sat there and laughed. Everything went downhill so fast after that. I wish I had done anything, really. Talked to you, stood up for you, asked how you were holding up, but I didn't. I've thought a lot about why. I think it comes down to one thing. It started as a joke, right? And jokes make people laugh. They make people feel good. At first, I didn't want to ruin that for everyone. And then, when things got worse, I just froze. I remember seeing your locker after Matt and Tyler went at it with a Sharpie. I could have, I don't know, found a janitor, tried to cover it up, done something besides just walk past like it didn't matter, like you didn't matter. You did, though. I saw you struggling. You were never the quiet type. You always had something to say. You were good with people in a way I've never been. But suddenly, you just shut down, pulled away from everyone and everything. I remember feeling bad when you stopped coming to practice, but I was scared. I thought if I said anything, did anything, they'd turn on me too. I couldn't. No, that's not true. I could have helped anyway, and I didn't. I just remembered something. Freshman year, one of our first practices. It was so hot, like summer was refusing to let go. Coach made us run laps until I thought I was gonna puke. I was shaky, and I couldn't lift that stupid tire we use for drills. The older guys were ripping into me, and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to look even weaker. But you stepped in. You told them to knock it off. Said something like, "What do you think practice is for? We're here to get better, not tear each other down." I can't believe I forgot about that. You were always braver than the rest of us. If anyone else had been targeted like you were, you'd have been there for them. I truly believe that, which makes it so much worse that we weren't there for you. I said I was going to keep this short, didn't I? And here I am, rambling about all the things I should have done differently. I just wanted to give you a few updates. So, our team trip to Europe was fun, I guess. Did you know they let kids drink wine in France? We all got wasted. I don't even like wine, but when in France, right? We ended up back at the hotel, lying on the floor in the dark, like we were stargazing or something. It was kind of nice. Just lying there, head spinning, the sour taste of wine still in our mouths. We talked about stuff, real stuff. The kind of things you only say when it's dark and quiet. Dreams, where we're headed, all that. I think we all kind of felt you there. Like maybe if we didn't look, you'd be lying there with us. Chris started crying. No one had to ask why. And no one made fun of him for it, like we might have a year ago. I put an arm around him. No one said a word about that either. You're still with us in a lot of ways, I think. Sometimes it's this heavy feeling, like a weight we can't shake. Sometimes it's this empty space in a conversation. Or we'll leave a spot open on the bench without even thinking. I always think of you then. And I think, or at least I like to think, you make me braver. I know other people feel that way too. Emily came to senior prom with Sarah. They're dating now. Maybe they have been for a while. You probably knew that already, come to think of it. They showed up together in these amazing dresses. Emily's was this deep emerald green, and Sarah was wearing this fiery orange one. I'm no fashion expert, but I bet they picked them together. Made sure the colors complemented each other. They looked good, happy. But there was this sadness too, because I know they both miss you like crazy. I told them to let me know if anyone gave them trouble. I've already had to step in a couple of times. Matt was being his usual self, making snide comments. So I grabbed him by the collar and dragged him out of the room. Told him if he couldn't keep his mouth shut, I'd shut it for him. He laughed, but he didn't bother Emily and Sarah the rest of the night. I'll take that as a win. I talked to Mr. Carter when I went to get my yearbook signed. Next year, he's starting a GSA, a Gay Straight Alliance. It's gonna be a different kind of school, I think. I wish I could stick around to see it. I wish you could see it too. Your parents came to graduation. For Emily, I think. I don't think I've ever seen someone break down the way your dad did. I hope I never have to see that again. When they did the moment of silence, you could hear him trying to hold it together. That minute felt like an eternity, like the silence was louder than anything else in the world. They let me give a speech. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but I felt like I owed it to you, to finally say something, the right thing. People told me later it was good. Your mom even thanked me for it. I don't know if I made any difference, but maybe there was someone like you in the audience, someone who doesn't fit, not because they're wrong or broken, but because the world around them is. I don't think anyone wanted this to happen. But when you put us all together, you start to see the cracks. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And I hope that wherever you are, you know you matter, to all of us. Even though we did a terrible job of showing it when you were here. But we'll be better. I'll be better. I'm going to college. And I'm going to learn how to help kids who are fighting against the odds. I don't have a solid plan yet. Don't know if I'll be a teacher or a counselor or what. But I won't let you down again. Before I go, I brought you these. Yellow chrysanthemums, remember? For happiness and friendship. But here's the thing. The florist told me they also mean sorrow and remorse. I looked it up, and he's right. Isn't it weird how one flower can mean so many opposite things? And you'd never know just by looking at it. It got me thinking about all these moments in life. When we do things, or don't do things, without realizing what they really mean. One tiny thing could be nothing to me, and everything to you. Sometimes I don't realize it until later. Sometimes I never even know. But sometimes I feel it, you know? Sometimes I get these moments of clarity, like my brain is taking a picture. Like even if everyone else forgets what I do next, I'll remember. I'll remember for the rest of my life. I don't know if you can hear me, Jamie. I don't know if you're out there somewhere, watching all of this, or if you're just gone. But I need you to know something. I need you to know that you changed me. You changed all of us. I'm not the same person I was back then. None of us are. We're trying to be better. For you. For Emily. For Sarah. For anyone who's ever felt like they didn't belong. We're trying to fix the cracks, even if we can't fix what's already broken. I don't know if I believe in heaven or whatever comes after this, but if there's a chance you're listening, I hope you're proud of us. I hope you're proud of me. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying. Every day, I'm trying. I'll leave these flowers here for you. Yellow chrysanthemums for happiness, for friendship, for sorrow, for remorse. For all the things we didn't say and all the things we're saying now. For you. I'll come back again, Jamie. I'll keep coming back. And every time, I'll bring these flowers. I'll keep talking to you, even if you can't hear me. Because you deserve to be remembered. You deserve to be more than a moment of silence at graduation or a name on a plaque. You deserve to be more than a memory. You were my friend. You were our friend. And we're going to make sure no one forgets that. Goodbye for now, Jamie. I'll see you soon. The end. This story explores themes of friendship, regret, and loss. And it includes some advanced vocabulary, idioms, and cultural references that might be new to you. For example, the story is set in the world of American football, a popular U.S. sport where terms like pass, end zone, and defense are commonly used. It also mentions chrysanthemums, a type of flower that symbolizes both happiness and sorrow in the story. You'll encounter idioms like slip up, to make a mistake, knock it off, to stop doing something annoying, and on my ass, a casual way to say sitting down and doing nothing. Additionally, the story references high school culture, such as sports teams and prom, a formal dance for students, which are important parts of life for many American teenagers. Words like remorse, deep regret, collectively, done as a group, and depth perception. The ability to judge distance might also appear. Don't worry if some parts feel challenging. Focus on the emotions and the main ideas. This is a story about love, loss, and learning from mistakes. And those are experiences we all share, no matter the language.